Folks, welcome back again. So in the last video we mucked around with this little rover mower here, and apart from needing crankshaft seal, which is still on its way, and some blades, which I'll do at the same time, it's more or less done, ready to go to its new home. Runs great. So this was the other one we tested out, and if you watched the previous video you know that the engine has a pretty loud rod knock, was quite smoky and noisy in general. So I've gone and picked out of the engine pile one that from memory was quite a good running engine. You just got to fit it up and change the blade boss adapter over. It originally came off a Sprinter mower by Victor. They've got the same crankshaft length as the Rovers. The more traditional Victor engines ran a shorter crankshaft, which is pretty much proprietary to a Victor frame. Not many around here in Australia use the shorter shaft. So anyway, this one's the right length shaft. I've got to get this blade boss adapter off, get the Rover one off without breaking it, and just basically plop it straight on this frame. Alright, so I've got that the mower on its side. Take off the original engine. Now, a lot of the times these ones will try and snap off on these Rovers. I've already tested it and we're in a bit of luck. We've got some movement there. They're only quite a thin bolt. Don't want to go too hard on it. Put some anti-seize on them when I put it back together the final time. Oh, where's our screen? No, there it is. Right, two. Thank God for that. That's awesome when these just come out. I don't have to drill and tap and carry on. Alright. Awesome. So this is a sort of an interference fit onto the crankshaft. When they're new, they're not, but as rust builds up inside them and get a bit tight on there. So I'll try several tricks getting it off. What I usually do is obviously remove all this crap that's wrapped around the crankshaft. This is what kills your bottom seals as well, as if you keep running them with this sort of crap around there, they get up inside the seal, tear the seal apart. Elastic from someone's undies or something. Awesome. What I like to do is really polish up the crankshaft and then oil it really well, and then try and tap the boss over to where I've just polished it, take the key out and then slide it back off. Usually it's easier with the engine still attached to the frame, so that's what we're going to do. Get this shit off there. Alright. So this original engine was 4 horsepower. They're going back to 3.7, 3.75. You know what, they're all 9 cubic inches, so it doesn't really matter. It will work perfectly fine at the end of the day. Alright. So I'll get in and start polishing up this crankshaft, and we'll come back in a minute when we're ready to start removing it. Alright, I don't recommend you treat your tools like this. I've polished up this shaft. It's actually bright and almost shining. Camera's showing it as darker after I've put some CRC on there. I've got a socket that's bigger than the size of the crankshaft on an extension bar. This isn't particularly good for it. I just use an old socket for this. And I want to drive it further onto the crankshaft so I can clean up the start of the thread. Not the thread, the shaft itself. Started to move, which is a good sign. I've just got to keep driving it up. And it's got very easy to move now, like that. Now I've just got to get this flywheel, crankshaft key out of there, clean up the shaft itself. Hopefully this key comes out without much fuss. There we go. So I'll just get my emery cloth again and polish up this shaft and we'll come back. So that's all polished up now. I'll hose it down again. And in theory, look at that, off in one piece. Now if you were to buy that piece separately, you're looking at basically, I think it's about $35. So if you can get all the bolts out undoing the blade plate and you're only scrapping the machine anyway, it's worth the effort to pull it off just to keep a spare. Give it some more juice. Righto, let's get rid of that old motor. We'll just give this frame a quick clean up and then we'll mount the new engine. Righto, so I've taken the blade carrier boss off the new engine, polished up the crankshaft a bit. The new boss slides on off there nicely, so that's all it needs to do. Right, I'll mount it to the base first. Trick is just to get a couple of bolts started before you flip it onto its side. There's one. We'll clean this engine up again once we've had it for a bit of a run, I think. Got to put new starter rope in it and the correct pull handle. So I've got 2 bolts started now. Now we can work underneath the 3rd engine mounting bolt. One, 2, 3. Alright, and blade carrier. The boss. I'll just go and get some anti-seize and smear some on the crankshaft. And with the crankshaft key, if it doesn't fit in straight away, just take a little bit of emery cloth and clean up both sides. But if there's a tiny little burr where it's been sitting in there over the years, it won't go in smoothly. That one's not to worry. That's easy fixed. Right. So I've got our crankshaft key in there, polished up, put on. I'm going to put some of this anti-seize on the actual crankshaft, so if I need to take it back off in the future, it won't be nearly as hard. I don't know what this stuff is exactly. The label's mostly gone. I've ordered a clearance sale. So I'm just going to line the key up, or the key slot up with the key, make sure it's the right way up. There we have it. Now I've swapped out the blade disc. The old one needed new blades and had some pretty severe pitting on it, so I'll just junk that one. This one's got almost brand new blades on it and doesn't have the pitting, so Just with these, you get all your bolts started first. Get in there. There we go. Last bolt is up here. A little bit of lube on the threads because they've got to go a fair way into that boss. Crack that middle one in. Where's that socket? There's that socket. Don't overdo it. No, that's only on one. And I'll just tighten up these outer ones. One, two, three. Alright. So now, I think we check the oil, put some fuel in it, see if the engine runs as is, before we get right into replacing bits and pieces. As I said, I think this is a good engine. It's been sitting for well over a year though. So, sounds good when you pull it over. It's a good start. Obviously needs a new rope, a new pull handle, but we'll just see how it goes. Alright, so I'll check the oil. I'm expecting it to smoke a fair bit to begin with. The engine's been laying on its side and cylinder head down and moved around a fair bit. So I'm not going to be alarmed if it smokes for the first few minutes. So let's fire it up. Oh, there we go, drawing fuel now. Double cable out of the way. Clean our spark plug. It's obviously covered in oil. That wasn't going to run in a hurry. Alright. Clean plug. Clean out the cylinder.
Smoke burning off, oil burning off. No excess smoke when it's accelerating, so far, so good. No oil being spat up through the French head breather. Don't run it too long without the air filter on, but a couple of minutes won't hurt it. Not a dusty day.
Alright, so forgot what we were up to. I had a couple of jobs to go out and do. I think I might just pop this top cowling off, block up the carburetor throat and just degrease all this oil that's off the outside of the engine. While we're there, rebuild the starter and put the correct pull knob on there. One that doesn't have a German Shepherd eat it.
should be sweet.
Well, it runs really good. I don't need to touch the carburetor, so I'll just give that a quick degrease, and then we'll put new pull rope in there, tension it up a bit, put a longer pull rope in there. It's maybe only 2 foot long at the moment, and come back with that. Alright, new rope time. May as well get rid of this sort of cover. It was broken anyway, so I'll find one off another parts mower. Oh, that's the whole top shroud. Okay, we'll leave it be for now. I'll glue it back up. Pull the rope out. Ah, you bastard. I'll put another bit of more tension on the starter spring. I'll get 2 turns on it. Maybe. It's easy. Alright, I'll start off with that. I'll put more tension on it if I need to. Someone's been in here before, obviously. Hello, Tilly. I know it's hot, darling. We'll give you a bath soon. Hello, darling. Hello. Hello. Bugger off. Go get your ball. Let the new rope in. Yeah, that'll be perfect. And I'll move that knot up a bit. I was going to shorten the rope just mildly, but it's winding in fine, so that'll be fine. Okay, throttle's on run at the moment, so we'll put it down on stop. This throttle cable's a little bit long. Not to worry. Okay, there we go. So, reattach this. That'll work. Now I might just add a little bit more tension to our main governor spring because it wasn't quite revving as high as it could. I'll straighten that back down. Someone bent it up at some stage. See where that gets us. Air filter. Double check our oil level. We should be right to send it. Bang on full. Nice and clean too. Alright, let's take it for a spin. So we're all pretty much done here. This one just needs cleaning. It's running pretty good. This one just needs its crank seal, which is turning up hopefully next week, and we'll put the blades on at the same time. It needs obviously a detail as well. Throw the catches on, they're off to their new homes. So thanks for watching.